Alright, so today we are talking about processors. And not just any update, but one that has stirred a lot of debate. Intel Core Ultra Series 3 is here, also known by its codename Panther Lake. And the reaction around it has been loud, divided, and full of curiosity. So let's slow this down and talk it through properly. Because once you look beyond headlines and charts, the story gets far more interesting. So first, what exactly is Intel Core Ultra Series 3? Well, it is Intel's new mobile-focused processor family for 2026. This is not a small refresh or a light tweak. This is Intel's first consumer chip, built on its own 18A manufacturing process. And that detail alone changes the conversation. For years, Intel depended on external foundries for advanced nodes, while AMD relied heavily on TSMC. Now Intel is back to building its most advanced chips inside the US, and that affects performance, supply, and long-term strategy. Now let's talk architecture. Core Ultra Series 3 uses a tiled or chiplet-based design. Instead of one large die, Intel separates CPU cores, GPU, NPU, and I/O into different tiles, connected using Fovero's 2.5D packaging. This helps yield, scalability, and efficiency. Intel can mix and match tiles for different SKUs. And OEMs can design thinner laptops without thermal compromises. At the high end, we see chips like the Core Ultra X93888H. This processor offers up to 16 CPU cores, with 4 performance cores and 12 efficiency cores, and up to 32 threads. Boost clocks reach up to 5.2 GHz. Cache goes up to 36 megabytes, which helps reduce memory latency during multitasking and creative work. Power targets sit between 28 and 37 watts, and this is important. Intel claims up to 60% higher multi-core performance compared to Lunar Lake at similar power levels. That means Intel is not just pushing clocks, it is improving performance per watt, which has been a weak point in past generations. Graphics is where Intel is pushing hard this time. Panther Lake integrates Intel Arc Xe3 graphics with up to 12 Xe cores, clocked as high as 2.4 GHz. Intel claims up to 77% higher gaming performance compared to Lunar Lake at 1080p high settings across dozens of titles. Even if real-world results land below that headline number, the direction is clear. Intel's integrated graphics are no longer just for display output, they are targeting actual gaming and creative workloads without a discrete GPU. Then we have the NPU, which is rated at up to 50 TOPS. This is not just a number for slides. It enables on-device AI workloads like real-time translation, local image generation, video enhancement, and AI-assisted productivity tools without cloud dependency. AMD does advertise a higher 60 TOPS figure, but AI performance is heavily dependent on software optimization. Intel is already working closely with OEMs and Windows Copilot features, which gives it a strong platform advantage. Power efficiency ties all of this together. Intel claims battery life of up to 27 hours of 10 to 80% video playback in reference designs. That figure comes from the combination of 18A efficiency, improved power gating, and smarter workload distribution between performance and efficiency cores. Lower heat output also allows thinner chassis designs without aggressive cooling systems. Now let's shift to AMD, because this is where the pressure starts to build. AMD's competing lineup is the Ryzen AI 400 series built on TSMC's 2nm process. On paper, these chips look strong. They offer up to 12 CPU cores, up to 16 RDNA 3.5 GPU cores, and up to 60 TOPS of AI performance. Memory support also goes higher, with LPDDR5X speeds up to 8,533 megatransfers per second. However, the challenge is not raw capability, the challenge is scale and timing. TSMC's 2nm capacity for 2026 is already fully booked by multiple large clients. That means AMD faces real volume constraints. Even if demand is high, supply may not match it. Intel does not have that problem in the same way, because Panther Lake is manufactured on Intel's own fabs in the US. That gives Intel better control over production ramp and availability. This matters because OEM adoption follows supply certainty. Intel already has over 200 laptop designs announced using Core Ultra Series 3. That includes major brands across consumer, business, and creator segments. Wider availability means more shelf presence, more reviews, and more consumer mindshare. Another important point is core count and workload behavior. Intel's 16-core configuration gives it an advantage in heavily threaded tasks at similar power levels. Many modern workloads like video rendering, code compilation, and multitasking benefit from more cores rather than just higher clocks. AMD still leads in certain creative applications, but Intel has clearly closed the gap in general purpose performance. Gaming perception also plays a role. Intel's aggressive graphics claims, combined with SESS support and improving driver stability, position Panther Lake as a strong choice for casual and mid-level gaming laptops. AMD remains strong here, but Intel is now competitive enough to influence buying decisions. So is AMD actually in trouble? Not in the sense of collapse or decline across the board. AMD remains dominant in servers, where margins are high and competition is different. However, in the client and gaming laptop market, momentum is fragile. AMD's recent growth came from consistent availability and clear value. If Intel now offers comparable or better efficiency, strong graphics, long battery life, and better supply, AMD's gains can stall. The real risk for AMD is not performance loss. The risk is narrative and availability. Intel controlled the story at CES by focusing on practical benefits instead of abstract claims. Combined with strong manufacturing control, that gives Intel an advantage in the short to mid-term. So when we look at Intel Core Ultra Series 3 as a whole, this is not about hype, it is about execution. A new process node, a refined hybrid architecture, competitive graphics, meaningful AI acceleration, and strong power efficiency all land at the same time. That combination forces AMD to respond faster, communicate clearer, and secure more supply. For you, this means the laptop CPU market is entering a more balanced phase again. Choices will depend more on actual use cases rather than brand loyalty. And for the first time in several years, Intel's not chasing. Intel is setting the pace, and that is why Panther Lake matters so much right now. So that's everything from us. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos.